Green comet makes close Earth flyby. Green glowing 45P Honda will make an unusually close pass by Earth on Saturday. Watch it boogie across the morning sky this week. That looks like the Lady Gaga haze I was talking about. Comet 45P Honda glows green from fluorescing carbon gas in this photo made on February 4th. The streaks are stars, which made long trails during the time exposure as the photographer tracked the comet. Green means go, and you won't get any argument from 45P Honda. This pedal to the metal comet will zoom past Earth at 51,000 miles an hour, making its closest pass around 8 UT, 3 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning, February 11th. While it won't be coming in for a landing, 45P will miss the planet by just 7.7 million miles, or about 32 times the Earth-Moon distance. Because of its proximity, we'll see this frenetic fuzzball barrel across more than 2 hours of RA and nearly 20 degrees of declination in the next 5 days. The comet poses no threat, but the waxing moon might. Back in late December and January, when 45P HMP huddled near the sun, it quickly grew into a bright, compact ball of aqua haze with a long, skinny tail resembling an onion yanked from your garden. Now, outbound from the sun, it's quickly losing its mojo. The comet is currently tailless, large, and diffuse. So 8 days before perihelion on December 23rd, 2016, Comet 45P HMP appeared in a different guise, with a dense blue-green coma and a long, skinny gas tail. The number 45P means it's the 45th periodic returning comet to have its orbit calculated. It was independently discovered by 3 observers at about the same time, so all 3 received credit. Astronomer Alan Hale observed it on February 5th in 10 by 50 binoculars at magnitude 7.9 and noted a diffuse 10-inch coma with a DC degree of condensation of 1 to 2. DC measures how the surface brightness of a comet increases towards the center. DC 0 indicates a totally diffuse comet. DC 9 means the coma is so concentrated that the comet appears star-like. So, hold on. So, DC 0, totally diffuse. DC 9 means the coma is so concentrated that the comet appears star-like. So if you're looking at it possibly with your naked eye, that's what you're going to see. I still think he had zoom on this. Let me see. I snapped a quick picture of 45P this morning at 5:40 a.m. just after moonset and minutes before the start of dawn. Details: 70mm telephoto lens, ISO 2500, and 6-second exposure. That agrees with my own observation on the same, for me, frigid morning. Through my 10 by 50s, I saw a soft, faint, hazy patch of light, about 2/3 the size of a full moon, or a 1/3 degree across. It wasn't obvious at first, but after I played my eyes around the field of view, I noticed what looked like a small puff of smoke at the comet's position in western Achaea. 3 mornings later, on February 8th, 45P HMP had climbed much higher in the sky and was even easier to see in binoculars. Larger too, I estimated about half a degree across with DC2. In a 10-inch telescope, I noticed that a swan band filter helped some to improve the comet's visibility. So this was a cool one. See, on February 9th, and then 10th, 11th, so it's going to be tracking upwards. See? So on the 11th, it's by Keystone. Then it gets into the belt of Orion on the 12th. See what is that, the Big Dipper? Big Dipper-ish. I don't know what that is. This map shows the position of the comet at around 5 a.m. CST, an ideal viewing time. If you're east of that time zone, the comet will be slightly behind the position shown. If west, it will be slightly ahead of them. Stars shown to magnitude 6.5. Click to enlarge and then print them out for use of telescope. Okay. But all these observations were made under a moonless sky. Guess who's back throwing unshielded light around with abandon? Yep, starting Thursday, February 9th, the waxing gibbous moon pushes into the morning sky and remains there as the comet whirls west and slowly fades. Here's a black and white one. Were the moon no factor, we'd be able to see this visitor from the Jovian realm in binoculars for at least a week or more. But moonlight will make finding 45P a little trickier. Here's the good news. At least for the next few mornings, the moon and comet will be far apart, reducing glare. Still, at a magnitude 8, binocular viewing will be challenging because of this comet's diffuse appearance. So this map shows down to magnitude 8 and extends the comet's arc through February 14th. Time is 5 a.m. CST, but the positions will be close to those shown across U.S. mainland time zones. North is up. Telescopic observers will have better luck, especially those using short focus instruments with wide fields. Stick to low magnifications in the range of 30x to 75x when seeking this bloated bag of primeval dust. Because 45P HMP's speed compares favorably with that out of a bat out of hell, if you suspect seeing it through the eyepiece, wait a bit and look again. You should be able to detect movement in a matter of minutes. That's half the fun of finding and following this comet. Let it take you for a ride. Even if you do end up cursing at the moon, take heart, and I mean that literally. Come Valentine's Day, 45P will have motored into northern Boots and appear in the east around 10 p.m. before moonrise. It will have faded to perhaps magnitude 9, but at least we'll get to see it in a dark sky until it fades from east viewing later in the month. Okay, so apparently it's glowing. It's lost its tail. It's just a dense blue-green, or it lost its dense blue-green coma. So get ready for this weekend. This has been James from the Research Revolution. I'm out of here.